And the gear that I have, I spent several months and went to several thrift stores. So there's a lot of YouTubers who have done different kinds of challenges. They've done the $500 Walmart challenge or a $100 Walmart challenge. I think there's a $250 Walmart challenge. But I personally don't find that very challenging. Just my opinion. No offense to anybody else or their channel or what they've tried to do. But I think that when you have to get everything at a thrift store, it really forces you to improvise and to try and figure out what you can do to make all of those survival priorities work out for you. And you may not exactly find exactly what you want, because it's not like going to a big store where they got multiple items of the same thing, or ordering off Amazon or some other website. So it really was challenging. And so, like I said, it took me a while to put all of this together. But I think it did pretty good. Now, the one thing that I did not get, and they just didn't have at secondhand stores, is food. You really can't buy secondhand food. But the food that I brought was given to me by someone. And it's a guy who is very preparedness minded. And he had some food that was out of date. And so he wanted to know if I wanted it. And I said, absolutely. So I got a couple of cans of out of date food that we're going to be opening and trying and see if it's any good. Also, I plan to do a little bit of fishing. One of the items that I purchased for $4 is a fishing kit and dropping things out of it. And all of the things that are in here are what was in it when I purchased it, including a nice pair of scissors and a bunch of these light sticks. And I only paid $4 for everything in here. So pretty good deal. So hopefully we'll be doing some fishing. The only thing we don't have is fishing line. So we've got the backpack and we've got all the stuff in here, my tackle box, and even the clothes that I'm wearing. The hat I got secondhand, 3 layers here, like just a thin jacket, shirt, t-shirt underneath it, pants, and even the boots are all from thrift stores. So yeah, everything I'm wearing pretty much except the underwear and socks are all secondhand. So anyway, just want to show you what you can do if you're thrifty. So as we're hiking back out into the backcountry here to find a good place for setting up camp for the next 24 hours, come across this field where there's just a whole lot of this very tall little blue stem grass. And I'm going to go ahead and harvest quite a bit of it, just a nice big bundle to make a bird's nest out of. It is supposed to possibly rain later on tonight, and so I want to make sure that I collect dry tinder before I get there. So I want to just make sure to get that while it's nice and dry, the wind's blowing, the sun's still out. All right, so here we have a really nice bundle, and do be careful when you do this grass. I got a little bit of a grass cut right there on my finger. Not a whole lot of trouble, but something that can just bother you. So again, I like to get a bundle about that big around, and you take it, fold it once, twice, 3 times, and then grab the feathery ends and put them in the center. And then when we get to camp, that's going to make a really nice bundle for it's really dry, and we should be able to just start a fire with this. And again, of course, goes in the cargo pocket. All right, there we go. These are the times when you're glad that you have Gore-Tex boots. It really makes a difference when you're doing some shallow wading. All right, I think we found the perfect spot. Right in here looks great. I'm gonna put the tent up right over in here, and I think that's close enough to the creek, be able to get some water. And I really like that area there. It's pretty flat, a little bit mounded, but it should work pretty good. Like I said, good access to everything. Plenty of firewood around here for us to spend the night. All right, let's see here. Get this pack off and show you a little bit about what it is that I'm carrying. So what we have is the Mountain Smith Bugaboo pack. And you can see the price tag right there. I got it at the Goodwill store, $6.97. Of course, not counting tax. And got a sleeping bag and a tent, and a bow saw, and a bunch of other stuff. And the total for everything that you see right here, including the tackle box, is roughly $82, including tax. This backpack alone, and this is an older Bugaboo by Mountain Smith, but this backpack alone will run you between $100 to $130 US. So just for the price of what I would get a good solid pack for, and this is a medium size, I have purchased everything that I would need for a decent camping trip. So one of the purposes of this video, not only for my 100th video, but to also demonstrate that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have quality gear. There are a lot of people living in our world who are financially challenged. And, you know, I've been very blessed. I have a lot of gear. I've got some expensive gear. I've been doing this for many years of my life as an adult. And so you come across deals, and then sometimes you just save up money and you buy stuff. But not everybody has that advantage. And so the great part about this is if you're patient, and if you take your time,